Cole, I'm delighted for him. There's been a lot of talk around him about how happy he is. He looked happy today with 3 goals, but we could have scored more in the first half, and we need to keep improving.
I think we made a couple of ludicrous decisions in the penalties. Yeah, and you can't give a team like that, with the quality they've got, that sort of head start in the game anyway. It wasn't a good environment or a place to sort of play for up until half time. Then it was important, and it was just that to get in, and the challenge then was to the players was to show some character, some belief.
Life under Liam's amazing, you know, he gives us all confidence, him and all the staff, you know, on the training pitch with his strategies, the way we play and stuff. So lets us be ourselves, play free. So I'm sure when I'm back proper fit, then you'll see the best of me.
Clearly delighted Cole Palmer there. No doubt that he was, you know, the standout player in that game. But where did they get the most joy on the pitch, do you think, Danny?
Definitely wide areas. They really focused on getting him down the sides of Wolves from all areas of the pitch. I mean, I could show you 10, 12 different examples. There's the back four. Neto, obviously, is a wide man, kept his width well, and he's always dangerous anyway. This was good play that led to the penalty. But that space they left him behind, time and time again, Chelsea utilised it. I mean, it's a ridiculous challenge in the end on João Pedro, and it is a penalty. But they've got good numbers in the box, and it's a fantastic result for Chelsea and Rosenior. Liam, sorry. It's another good momentum builder, and players playing with confidence, getting used to his system. Here you can see again Gusto this time making a run in behind, losing his runner, should have scored. And João Pedro into outrun, that big space that they're leaving. There's not really a decent back four line there from Wolves, and I don't know what he's thinking, pushing him in the back there. He's not going anywhere, but it's that space they keep leaving. And for the third goal of the hat-trick, it's a good move, overload down the sides again. And by the time they get down into the final third, the quality of the pullback's brilliant, and Palmer's not going to miss that. And if that's him playing, 60% fit, a few teams should be worried when he gets 100%. But we know his quality. He's a wonderful talent. He's calm. His end product's great. He's a game changer. But he does need to carry on this form and stay fit till the end of the season if he wants to get in that England squad, I think.
I tell you what, it's one level when you remember the fathers of players. It's another level altogether when you remember the fathers of managers. Exactly. It's a new level to move on to, but it's been fantastic for Liam Rosenior. Nottingham Forest and Crystal Palace still to come for them. Quick word on the start he's made, Alan?
Brilliant, yeah. Leeds and Burnley at home next as well, so that'll be another opportunity to kick on again.
First half we played outstanding football, combination play. We tweaked the system a little bit, and the lads took to it so well. For it suited the personnel that was on the pitch, and then you want to kick on in the second half. But credit to Wolves. Every team in the Premier League is a strong team. Our level wasn't at the same level as the first half, which is disappointing. But when you come away from home in the Premier League to win 3-1, you take it, you move on to another difficult game on Tuesday.
We can't give a team like Chelsea a 2-0 head start. A couple of crazy decisions in terms of the penalties that we gave away. And then, after a bright start, we're 2-0 down and they've got their tails up. And with so many brilliant players, it becomes really, really challenging for us for a period of time. We had to then adjust things before half-time to make sure then we stopped the bleeding. And then, to be fair to the players then, the reaction at half-time was good. You know, it was to show some character, some pride. Carry out what we're asking you to do now, otherwise this could end up a really bad afternoon. And we won the second half, which was all we could ask of them at the break.
Well, Cole, another first half hat-trick for Chelsea. Just sum up how you're feeling.
Yeah, it feels good to obviously get 3 points and score some goals.
Talk to me about the penalties, because it's unusual to have 2 penalties in the same game. What's your mindset when it comes to facing same goalkeeper, same half of football, same game?
Just like any other penalty, really. Just pick my spot and put it there.
With the second one in particular, do you have to give it a little bit more thought? And is there a bit of psychology going on with the goalkeeper because you've already sent him the wrong way for the first one?
Maybe a little bit more than the first one, but still I just do the same thing.
You Yeah, Cole Palmer really didn't want to hang around, did he? Had his headphones on.
I think he wanted to do an interview, did he?
Short answers, he was keen to get on the bus. He'd done his job, you can understand why.
If I scored my 4th Premier League hat-trick, I'd be standing there like the Joker in that interview. I'd be really happy, of course, and I'm sure deep down he's absolutely buzzing. Brilliant hat-trick. Obviously, 2 of them were penalties, but, you know, the 3rd goal was a brilliant finish as well. And I think for Liam Rosenior, Cole Palmer's fitness and keeping them on the pitch is key to a successful end to their season.
Yeah, Rob Edwards was pretty honest about those penalties that were awarded to Chelsea and very critical of his team. Let's look at it from a Wolves defending perspective.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, Doherty here, just needless to stand on his foot and try and even go for the ball. You know, you just keep him going out towards, away from the goal, away from the penalty box. So careless, but cool, clinical penalty. And then this one just compounds that. I mean, once again, that is just a decision that
madness.
You just, I mean, you wouldn't expect to see both those 2 moments in the Premier League. You know, players that, and experienced players that certainly know better than to do that. But once again, super cool finish, goes the other way, and yes, cool sky going.
And then this is the goal that completes the hat-trick, all in the first half.
I love the way he just floats into the box there. Like, this is where he arrives. It's brilliant play from Chelsea down the left. Cucurella cuts it back to him, but again, he just sort of floats into the box, and you see he's free as a bird in the middle of the box. It's clear from Wolves again, but that's what Cole Palmer does. He finds them little pockets, them little spaces. There's no Wolves player in the area to block him, and it's a brilliant hat-trick for him.
Yeah, it was his 3rd first-half hat-trick, and he becomes the first player in Premier League history to score 3 of those. What a way to mark his 100th start for Chelsea.
Talk Chelsea and Wolverhampton Wanderers in just a short time, but the Saturday night football is underway. Newcastle United against Brentford, and Keith Andrews speaking with the 4th official. Brentford seem to think they should have had a penalty. Should they, Merce? You were watching.
Well, if it was a penalty, it would have been a sending off as well. Ball comes in from the right, and Lewis Potter gets a little bit of a head start, gets on the other side of Trippier, and as he gets into the box, Trippier does pull his shirt. He does pull it, and as he pulls it, he goes down. I'm quite surprised that he hasn't been given. If it does get given, if it's outside the box where it might have been, he would have still been sent off.
Fondino.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the moment, Brentford are good away from home, which has not always been the case, particularly in the last couple of seasons. 4 wins in the last 5 in all competitions, but it's 0-0, no penalty, and it's live right now on Sky Sports Premier League. Right, let's talk about Chelsea. We'll talk about Cole Palmer and the club more widely in just a moment. But those first 2 penalties, the first 2 goals from Cole Palmer from the penalty spot, some of the defending that led to those penalties was extraordinary from a side struggling down the wrong end.
Yeah, I mean, I've no idea. I get the fact that you want to get and show that you care and stop the opposition, but I mean, when you look at it, both players were going out of the box. João Pedro both times was going out of the box. First of all, it was Doherty. He came in from the side and tripped him, and then the second time, Mascherano, I mean, I've no idea what he's doing. João Pedro gets there before him, he just knocks it ahead of it and just pushes him in the back straight off. So the 2 of them are penalty kicks, and you know, Cole Palmer stood up and dispatched both of them excellently. You know, in his 100th start for the club, it's now 51 goals. I mean, it's an incredible return. You know, when you look at the 3rd goal for me was I know it ends up as a cutback and it's smashed into the roof of the net from Cole Palmer, but if you look at it where it started, from Sanchez, Fofana into Neto, lovely turn to Fernandes down the line to Cucurella, cut back, and then, you know, Cole Palmer fires it into the back of the roof of the net. An outstanding team goal. And you felt as if, and I said it at half-time, it could have been 5 or 6. That's how dominant Chelsea were. They were in full control. But the second half, you know, there's no doubt Rob Edwards asked for a reaction from his team in the second half, and he got it. They got themselves back into it. They asked a few questions of Chelsea later on in the game, but you know, Chelsea were deserved winners of this match. And they needed it, Si, because Manchester United had won early in the day. They were 4 points behind. They've now closed that gap as well with a home game against Leeds during the week. So it's an opportunity for Chelsea to get back into it.
And also after that League Cup performance Tuesday night as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think from going away from home, you know, it can be difficult, but if there was one ground you wanted to go to, it was Molineux. And Will started the game the first 5-10 minutes okay, but after they got that goal, there was only one outcome, and Cole Palmer was outstanding.
Well, let's have a look more at the stats from Cole Palmer in terms of hat-tricks for Chelsea. Most Premier League hat-tricks by any Chelsea player. Moves on to 4. Frank Lampard had 3, Didier Drogba and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank 3 as well. He becomes the first player to score 3 Premier League first-half hat-tricks. The other players who got close were Andy Cole, Michael Owen and Erling Haaland. All have had 2 first-half hat-tricks. Cole Palmer, the only player to have scored 3 first-half hat-tricks in the Premier League. And how big was that also for Liam Rosenior as well? Because we mentioned what happened Tuesday in the League Cup. A lot of differences of opinion about the approach in that one, but you can't question his Premier League record so far. 4 wins out of 4. Yeah,
and I think it's only the second English manager to do that in the Premier League era. So, again, it's a perfect game for him today. It wouldn't have been, obviously, if they'd lost it, but Wales' form, you felt as if Chelsea, if they went and approached that game with the right manner, took the game to Wales, they would have came out on top, and that's exactly what happened. As I said, you would expect the home team to come out the first, the opening stages of the game and ask questions. They'd done that, but once that first penalty was given, Cole Palmer tucked it away. There was only one outcome, and it was. I think the only frustration from Liam Rosenior will be that there was an opportunity to go and make a statement there today. It could quite easily have been 4 or 5. They got sloppy the second half. They allowed Wolves back into it. They didn't have control of the ball. There was a few slack passes, but overall, deserved winners.
Right, let's focus on...
Hard at the end. I have to say, he made that very hard work for Paul Gilmore there. Yegene joins us, and she won't make it hard work for us tonight. Lovely to see you as always. 51 goals in 100 Chelsea appearances now for Palmer. How special is he?
He's very, very special. I'm so glad he had a hat-trick today. He needed that so much to get his confidence back. He's been injured. He's been under so much pressure because the expectations from him is just so high. There were rumors about him that he wants to move to United. He's been homesick. We could all see from the way he celebrated today, he's blocked his ears. That just says he doesn't care about any of those rumors. He's here to play for us, to score, win trophies, win games. And yeah, he's been a key player for us. It's a shame we didn't have him every game this season. He could have changed a lot of things for us, but he's back now, and I hope he stays fit for the rest of this season.
Yegene, what did you make of Rosenior, the way he set up his team today, his comments during the week as well?
Yeah, you know what I was thinking, against weaker teams, he plays our strongest lineup, and then against the other games we had, like, he always made so many changes. I don't know if it's because like he's finally learned his lesson to always go with the strongest lineup or what, but I'm glad he actually played our, one of the strongest starting 11 today. We have to do that every game. We don't have any more like chances to waste or lose points. We got a couple of easy games coming in February, but if you look at the games we have in April, it's just crazy. We're literally playing top 6 games in like 3-4 weeks, and that's when we have to get most of the points, because you can see on the table the points are like very tight.
Yeah, it certainly is, isn't it? You're currently in 5th place, but doing all right, it has to be said. Yegene, sorry, we're going to have to cut it short with you tonight. We're running out of time this evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.